EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, back to Harvey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Broncos at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Nix from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw is Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Ready. Huddle, huddle, huddle. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix. A quick throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hold on a second. Ready. Ready. Captain, 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 captain.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To throw, here's Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Pat Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line. When you look at this Bronco defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Now it's Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bryant. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the Bengals 11-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
It's now third down and goal.
Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Looks good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to the rookie from UCLA. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. In motion, the tight end. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. Waddle now to return it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Ready.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Captain. Bombers. Away. Joe. Away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Called out a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Well, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On play action, McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Bombers.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Captain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Nick Bonino. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Bombers. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Captain. Bombers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Show.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, it's pulled in by Bryant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
Nix looking to throw again. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Oh, my son. Motion, motion. Ready. My name is Hunt. Throw.
Nix to the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Pat Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Bengals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing you have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
In motion goes the tight end.
19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, son. Back.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ready. Ready, son. 37. Olay. Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. So they get nothing on first down, just back to the one. They need some room to operate.
They certainly do, because you know they're going to be aggressive on the defensive side. They're going to come after you. So you practice this at OTAs, you practice this in minicamp, you practice this in preseason camp. 1 first down gives your punter room. 2 first downs is what you're seeking in order to make sure you flip the field a little bit.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready?
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, sack.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Joe.
Nix from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
To the air again, McCarthy. Looking Hyatt's way once again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bengals first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, my son! Go, take it to the house. Hey! Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away.
Throwing Nix. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Captain. Away.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught by Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throw. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Captain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ready.
Again, it's Harvey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They give it off here to the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now in this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Almost set. Ready.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Pat Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. What's good on the extra point? And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bengals, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once more with Harvey. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Toss to Harvey, running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Oh, my son! Hey! Coming! Hey, Joe, motion man. Put your hands on him.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.